For years, spiders across the world had been steadily increasing in number. They began to overpopulate at an alarming rate, becoming more aggressive and hostile toward humans and animals alike. Scientists from every corner of the globe worked desperately to find a solution, something strong enough to kill the spiders at a high rate before they grew too uncontrollable. The disaster truly began on a fateful day. A group of Afghan militants entered an unoccupied region, searching for what they believed to be an enemy base. Hidden within a series of dark, abandoned structures, they stumbled upon something they had never seen before, a nest teeming with massive, unusual spiders. Mistaking it for an enemy hideout, they collected several of the creatures and brought them back with them. Unbeknownst to them, the local pollution, toxic waste, and exposure to chemicals triggered horrific mutations within the spiders. These creatures began to change rapidly, developing monstrous features, heightened aggression, and the ability to reproduce at a terrifyingly fast rate. What was once merely a swarm of oversized spiders soon transformed into a nightmare, an entirely new species that was stronger, deadlier, and completely hostile toward humanity. Within weeks, the mutated spiders broke free and spread into nearby towns and cities. They infiltrated homes, sewers, and abandoned buildings, attacking anyone who crossed their path. The spiders no longer behaved like simple arachnids. They hunted in coordinated groups, tearing through human settlements with ruthless efficiency. Even more horrifying, these new creatures began to fight among themselves. Larger, more dominant spider variants attacked and devoured weaker ones, ensuring that only the strongest and most violent survived. This constant cycle of conflict only made them evolve faster, becoming even harder to stop. The scientific community was in chaos. Researchers worldwide studied captured specimens, racing against time to discover a method of extermination. Governments issued mass evacuations, quarantining entire cities consumed by spider infestations. Humanity stood on the brink of collapse as millions lived in fear of the ever-growing, ever-mutating horde. After years of relentless attacks, the breakthrough finally came. Scientists discovered a specialized chemical compound capable of targeting the spider's unique mutated biology. When deployed, it spread quickly through spider colonies, killing them in massive numbers. But the battle was far from easy. The spiders sensed the threat and fought with unimaginable ferocity. Entire armies were deployed alongside the cure, facing wave after wave of monstrous arachnids. Cities turned into battlefields with humans and spiders locked in a desperate struggle for survival. Despite their terrifying strength and cunning, the spiders could not withstand the combined might of science and human determination. Slowly but surely their numbers dwindled and the tide of battle began to turn. At last the war ended. The spiders, once an unstoppable plague, were destroyed. Humanity had survived, though at great cost. Cities lay in ruins, countless lives were lost, and the scars of the war against the spider menace would remain for generations. But people are resilient. Survivors began to rebuild what had been lost: homes, communities, and hope. The world, though shaken, finally returned to a sense of normalcy. For the first time in years, humanity could live without fear of the eight-legged monsters lurking in the shadows. The spiders were gone. Life could begin again.